What I saw in the bedroom is a sin in the eyes of God and man.
Set in present-day Agra, Fire addresses the conflicting desires among the members of a middle-class Hindu family living in a joint household. The elder son and patriarch, Ashok, controls the finances of the small family business. Ashok's wife Radha is infertile, and so he depends on his younger brother Jatin to produce the family heir. But Jatin's Chinese Indian girlfriend prefers the charge of casual sex over the banality of familial commitment. As such, Ashok arranges Jatin's marriage to Sita. Scholars like Gayatri Gopinath point out how nationalist discourse promulgates its ideology vis-a-vis the subjugation of women's bodies and minds.
You can leave me if you want, but I understand that life can be hell for a divorced woman. The other option is that we could have a baby.
Like purposefully designed machines, women's bodies produce and grow the nation's citizens. Observing the implicit heterosexuality underpinning such a perspective, Gopinath sets out to locate queer presences in the privacy of a heteronormative familial space. And indeed, Radha and Sita's homosocial bond turns homoerotic in the context of constructed and contained geographies of country, home, and body.
Let me give you some information, madam. That hanky-panky between you and Sita, madam, is not good for the family name.
Judith Butler calls attention to the simultaneous presence of operations of power which compel normative performances. And Judith Halberstam further contends that queer performances subvert heteronormative performances by ignoring traditional demarcations of time and space.
I think you're a pompous fool.
What?
You heard what I said? A pompous fool. F-O-O-L.
No longer living for the propagation of future life, Radha and Sita live for the pursuit of spiritual and sexual fulfillment in present life. Likewise, instead of viewing their bodies as sites of production, they reconfigure them as sites of pleasure. Bringing feminist and queer theories to bear on the final scenes suggests a positive reading of the film. In a reworking of the ancient Hindu epic, the Ramayana, the quintessential test of love is not chosen by, but thrust upon Radha, and she endures not to prove her wifely devotion, but to cross the border from private enclosure to public space. Forfeiting their material welfare for a sense of spiritual and sexual wholeness, the Hindu housewives reunite at the Muslim temple and make visible their subversion of normative standards. Namita Goswami, on the other hand, reads the transgression as futile. Radha and Sita cannot lead the life they desire because they adhere to traditions unbefitting of Western notions of modern time and space. Choice better belongs to Julie, Jatin's westernized girlfriend who trained herself to speak with an American accent and works in a beauty salon as she dreams of starring in kung fu movies. Meanwhile, like a widow on a pyre, Radha burns in a trial by fire. Cross-referencing theoretical lenses brings the analysis into focus by revealing concurrent, overlapping, and/or contradictory networks of power. And these are the colliding forces behind the production of complex subjectivities.